Matthew 5:17, women, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am come not to destroy, but to fulfill. He came to fulfill all the prophecies that were written about him and what he came to do, what the Father told him to do. That's why he says, my will is to do the will of the Father that sent me, the will of the Father sent me. And so it also says that he would come to magnify the law and make it on in Isaiah 42:21, and that he did that by elevating Leviticus 19, love thy neighbor as thyself. And it also says that he would finish the handwritten ordinances that were placed on the side of the Ark of the Covenant, the sacrificial law that was added on because they broke the 10 Commandments. And so that's when he says it is finished on the cross. He's referring back to that. Luke 1:72, he came to perform the mercy and remember the holy covenant. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. So Torah movement, that doesn't mean you go to the letter of the law and keep it, cherry picking it. It means that wherever those jots and tittles are, or prophecy, they're all going to be fulfilled. And they haven't all been fulfilled yet. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Do you still believe your lying pastors that are telling you that all the law was nailed to the cross, women? For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, that's your modern day scholars and your pastors and your Torah teachers, you shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven, because they're not teaching you to keep the 10 Commandments and fulfill the royal law. And you can see right above it in verse 13 and 14 that you are the salt of the earth, the light of the world. Don't put it under a bushel. And we also learn that his judgments go forth as the light, right? Judgment is light, like his royal law. Colossians 4:6, let your speech be always seasoned with grace, which is conviction, seasoned with salt, that you may know how you ought to answer every man, right? And so these people with the salt, they're going to be speaking with conviction to show you what's going on in the Bible to get you to repent. But like Hebrews 10:29 says, you guys don't. You trodden underfoot the Son of God by doing despite the Spirit of grace, meaning you're not going to heed to the Spirit of grace and keep the 10 Commandments. You're going to do despite unto it, saying nobody can keep the law, trotting underfoot the Son of God in the blood of the covenant. And this is why Isaiah 28 says that the crown of pride, the drunkards of Ephraim, get trodden underfoot, because they don't care what the work the Messiah came to do. Now let's head over to Matthew 9:41. For whosoever shall give you a cup of water to drink in my name, whosoever shall give you the refreshing of the holy covenant, the refreshing they would not hear, Isaiah 28 again, in the name of Yeshua, whom Jehovah sent, Deuteronomy 18:15-18, because you belong to Christ. Verily I say unto you, he shall not lose his reward. And whosoever shall offend, right, one of these little ones that believe in me, they believe that he was sent, believe in that Deuteronomy 18 prophet that came to teach all that was desired at Horeb, like Acts 3 tells you, right? Those people, it's not the church women, right? It is better for him that a millstone should be hanged about his neck and he were cast into the sea. And if thy hand offend thee, cut it off, for it is better for thee to enter into life maimed and having 2 hands to go into hell, into the fire that shall not be quenched, where the worm shall not die and the fire is not quenched, right? Then he goes on to continue to warn you. Verse 49, for everyone shall be salted with fire, and every sacrifice shall be salted with salt. Salt is good, but if the salt has lost its saltiness, wherewith will you season it? Have salt in yourselves and have peace with one another, right? Fulfill the royal law, wash each other's feet, rebuke each other's sin, keep the holy covenant. So all the rest of the people coming against Yeshua's work and the servants of God and what he told us to tell you to do, keep the commandments of God and fulfill the royal law, right? You've got you guys all saying, oh, nobody has to keep the law, only Jesus can do it. You guys are a cult saying all these things. Well, this is where you guys go. Isaiah 66. 22, for as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, says Jehovah, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, says Jehovah. This is future prophecy. It hasn't happened yet. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh. What is sin? Transgression of the law, right? 1 John tells us this. So women, stop believing you're lying Jeremiah 23 pastors and keep the Sabbath day holy. Take hold of his holy covenant so that way you can be grafted into the commonwealth of Israel and not go where the worm shall not die and the fire is not quenched.